You back to Kudo. You and no chance, you go. Pockets too big, they sumo. Pockets too big, they sumo. Pockets too big, they sumo. Pockets too big, they sumo.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The first carry down for Dalvin Cook. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
On third down, Cousins looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Bortles throwing on second down. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Bortles now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's second down.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Going out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Fournette, first down carry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. On second down, here's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anderson Dago. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They run it again with Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. A big play there, 53 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Steps away to his left. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. On the move to his left. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Bortles will keep it, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes we don't even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
Now this time Bortles will throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing is Bortles. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. On 1st down, Bortles. His throw incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Being chased outlet, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. Fielded just inside the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Following the interception, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph. yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Bortles to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion. The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. 380. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range. You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game. We'll see if that script is a good one for them. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game. I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there. Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now Bortles on the bootleg. Wide open receiver complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, 36 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings. Forbath to add the extra point. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Now Bortles firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Bortles going to throw. Quick hitter here is complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fournette. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people here, 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. And his throw here is incomplete. Tommy Bohannon, the fullback, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the...
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Ready? Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're good. Place it hard.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
It was 4th and 2, and somehow he managed to get 3. Great leg drive and plenty of determination.
They run again on first down. Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw back at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jags. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Barr coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. Sherrills to return it. And out now come the Vikings. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Over the middle here to Rudolph. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Wide.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike.
I'm coming.
Cousins to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
You got 3 down.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Forbath for the extra point. Forbath, the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Complete to Yeldon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Here we go.
Bortles now on first down. He finds Yeldon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Bortles again. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Bortles now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to the receiver quicker.
Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Here comes Sherrills. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about potential.